Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The first carry down. This is Williams. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Martinez now, operating from the gun. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Brings up 2nd
Come on,
and 10.
set. 8-3.
23-yard line.
You don't want Mike 8.
Tighten up. Pull together.
Mike 8. Mike 8. Go.
To throw is Martinez. To throw on 2nd down. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense, because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
It's 3rd and 7.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Exit.
Martinez from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to air one out, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Cooper was the target there. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Cowboys' 33-yard line.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
A gain of 5 brings up
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Williams will try again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think of...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jonnu Smith, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They go play action here on first down. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
A first down run for Elliott, not going to pan out. He'll, in fact, wind up losing a couple. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Go!
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Check 3, check 3. You got tape. You got tape.
Operating from the gun, Cunningham. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now. Right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on second down, Martinez. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 41-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Here's one. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Check Mike 99, Mike 99. I'm coming. Check Mike 99.
From the gun, Martinez. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Martinez operating from the gun, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Operating from the gun, Cunningham. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at about the 31. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Martinez from the gun, he'll throw. Guys, man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jonnu Smith as the first half is winding down, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check, 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 check. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. That's it.
From the gun, Cunningham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, what's the ball? 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
To throw again, Cunningham. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Dallas.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Go, go. Turn it up. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check 31. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
The final shot before break. Cunningham eluding the pressure right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big run that time by Elliott. 57 yards.
And a Cowboy first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home. Go on. It's the Mike. 56 is the Mike. Keep it up. Keep it up.
To throw on second down, Cunningham looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
In your face.
Mike's 56.
On third down, Cunningham. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Defense wins championships, baby. 56. Mike 56. Right there, 56.
On fourth down, Cunningham. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 2. Intended that time for Cooper. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you...
And the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it with Williams. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Martinez now looking to throw on second down. This is caught by Williams. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 52.
They run it again with Williams. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Field left. Watch the run.
To throw is Martinez. On first down, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During films, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Mike's 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That one, a first down pickup of 8. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Looking to throw. Martinez. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Martinez operating from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 21 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will swell by one more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Mike.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, Charlie.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. They can't hang with us. 56. 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Now.
They're going to look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Martinez. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. He'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cowboys take
Here we go.
over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and 11.
At the Jaguars' 41-yard line.
Here we go. Go to base. I got it. Tight as Ringo. Tight as Ringo.
Now this time he'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Cowboys on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Quick dance. It's great.
From the gun, Cunningham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a gain of 5.
On third down, here's Williams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
56. You ain't going nowhere.
On 4th down, Cunningham. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Here we go. 60 out block. Man, they're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Topper.
They'll run on 1st down. Williams. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Jaguars, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.